So I'm in the bus stop again, and I just bought my tickets for the bus taking me to the caves. We're leaving Taxco right now and headed to the caves.
Eres nuestra única amiga a bordo de la nave. Creo que debemos conocernos un poco más.
Una gran idea.
Disculpa el olor a estos días en Krill.
¿Qué pasará conmigo?
No lo sé. Pero en serio te prometo.
Lots of twists and turns. Am I having fun? This is what a school looks like. I just got off the bus. Over there, the bus headed that way. Now I am headed to the caves. The school bell rang and it's time for them to go back to the classroom. Okay, I am headed to the Grutas, which is basically the caves. Let's see if it's worth the hype. It's supposed to be the biggest attraction in the area, so the office is right over there. Grutas De Cacahuamilpa National Park is situated in the southern portions of Mexico between Taxco and Cuernavaca. This is a very important geological attraction in the area. Okay, now I'm fixing to do the zip line. I just got done crossing that bridge, which took me about 3 to 4 minutes. It's not that hard, but it's very, very high above the ground. Down below is a river. Okay, so I just got done with the zip lining. That was fun. 15 seconds of adrenaline rush. It was amazing. Okay, down we go into the caves. Into the caves. I already ziplined, so I decided I'm just gonna go do the walking path inside. This is a tall cypress tree with long roots and a big canopy. On into the garden. That's the ziplining path, and that's where we came from. Up the steps into the caves. All right, so now we've been invited to go inside the cave. I'm just going to show you what it looks like before I tread my steps down in there. That's where I'm fixing to go. Oh yeah, it goes deep down below. Apparently it's a very huge cave system, but only a small portion of it is open to the public. So it's been commercialized, obviously, and regulated by the government for environment and social reasons. So this park was declared a national park in 1936.
El regreso lo vamos a realizar nada más con estas lamparitas. De esqueletos, conchas y caparazones de animales marinos. Las rocas y poco a poco vienen filtrando por las grietas.
He's explaining how these caves were formed 90 million years ago.
El agua adquiere salas minerales. Que observamos vienen creciendo de la bóveda hacia abajo. Estas se llaman estalactitas. Y la palabra estalactita significa mar. como si
Head of a
estuviera
lion.
viendo hacia la entrada. Estimados visitantes, espero que disfruten del recorrido. Les repito, mi nombre es Víctor Hugo. Así todo el año hay filtraciones de agua. Pueden darse cuenta en algunos lugares.
That's daylight after the explanation and seeing some nice features here. We're going inside into total darkness.
Y poco a poco hace que se llenen todas las fuentecitas que vemos en la parte de abajo. Como algunos de ustedes ya sabrán, una pareja de enamorados que en muy pocas ocasiones se encuentran solos. Lamentablemente aquí estos amiguitos tampoco.
Kissing couple.
Vamos a observar a la derecha la aparición de otra sombra que forma a la queridísima suegra.
A bad guy comes in.
Ahí la podemos apreciar como si tuviera el peinado de Marge Simpson. Se retira la suegra y aprovechan para darse otro besito.
He's depicting a story using shadows and lights.
Vamos más adelante.
Going further into the cave. Some more interesting and exquisite rock formations.
También se puede apreciar. Y ahora, cuidado, vamos a observar hacia arriba dos pequeñas estalagmitas. Miren, la cabeza y los cuernos de una pequeña chivita.
Oh yeah,
Una
small
cabrita.
goat.
También al fondo, arriba en la zona de Milpa, decimos que abajo están las águilas.
Going further along, after some explanations and photographs. That is beautiful. That's where we came from. Further inwards, you can see the stalactites and stalagmites on the top and the bottom, respectively. Hello. Are you enjoying it thus far? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's like a huge tunnel with some formations along the way, but basically just one big walkway. Yep, that's me, walking towards the interior chambers. Now it looks like a sphinx. It shines, but it's not ice. It's made out of calcification of limestone. You can see it's glittering. I'm walking forward and looking back at the path that I came on. I'm behind the group, so it's fun to retrospect a little bit, see how far we've come. I am completely awestruck by the majesty and splendor of these wonderful caves. We're now getting inside a little narrow, wet pathway into another chamber. Lo and behold, that's where I came from.
Tienen todas las fuentecitas que se observan en la parte baja. Pero también la formación solar ha registrado filtración de agua de la mitad hacia la izquierda. La formación se ve opaca. Les comentaba que si dejan de recibir agua por mucho tiempo, también se empiezan a resecar, se pudieran agrietar e incluso con antorchas,
Further along.
candiles y lámparas de carbón. Las flechitas que se pueden observar pintadas ahí en las formaciones son los señalamientos que los primeros guías utilizaron para indicar el camino de regreso. Las pusieron porque no acompañaban a los visitantes, tomaba una responsiva donde se indicara que lo hacían bajo su propio riesgo. Para el regreso, los guías
Continuing further along. This is a grand chamber with 2 possible walkways. It's about 50 minutes from the exit. Some people are on a bio break, and he is explaining how a famous explorer died in this particular spot. That's the path we gotta take eventually to get out. And here are some nice formations. Continuing down the stairs. Yep. Looking forward.
It's like
About 100 yards ahead. Just taking a look at these formations.
estamos más o menos de regreso otra vez como a las 7:30.
On the ceiling, he said,
Aunque los
is the
niños
formation of
ahora
a
nos
moon.
dicen que se parece más a Gru, al amo de los Minions, sobre todo por la característica nariz. Poquito a la derecha, hacia arriba, la cabeza de una de las tortugas ninja.
Oh, the head of a baby turtle.
Y en la parte alta, la estalagmita que sobresale, como si fuera la imagen de la Virgen de San Juan de los Lagos.
Oh.
Vamos a avanzar otro. Están constituidas solo por rocas calizas. Pero aquí antes de
These are
pasar por
volcanic
aquí,
rocks.
pasaba por los valles que están en el Estado de México. El río que formó estas grutas tiene su origen en las faldas del volcán Nevado de Toluca.
Further up. Yep, that's me. Moving further along and showing you what it looks like behind me. These seem to be some very well-preserved stalagmites and columns.
¿Idea de por qué se puede ver en esta
That
formación?
formation is like the calendar of the Aztecs.
Efectivamente. Esta estalagmita ya se cayó. De hecho, estas dos, el camino era
This
por
used to be
ahí,
one,
entre
but you can
medio
see
de
from
las
the
dos
top
formaciones.
that it broke.
Pero en
into
el
two
año de
parts.
1970, una formación que
Baby Chihuahua.
todos los demás puntos negros que se ven en la bóveda también son nidos de murciélago. En algunas ocasiones,
That
por el
is
año
37
de
meters tall.
1970.
The ceiling height
Voy a
is
apagar un momentito la luz.
81 meters.
Ahorita la volvemos a prender. Miren, al prenderla, vamos,
That's
se
supposedly
vería
the
la
face
frente,
of Juan Pablo
cuenca de un
II.
ojo, la nariz y como si estuviera haciendo un gesto con la boca. Se estaría saboreando la botella. Imagínense ustedes cuántos
And his
miles de
champagne
años
bottle.
tiene ahí en ese lugar y no ha podido darle un solo trago.
So we're now headed towards the Champagne Bottle Formation for a much better view and supposedly much more photogenic opportunities of that formation. Getting closer to the formation after climbing up a pretty steep flight of stairs. These are the
La cabeza
Garden of the
y
Palms
el caparazón.
because
También al
of
fondo en la sombra
the
se
trunks
puede
of the
apreciar.
palms that these stalagmites
A la
resemble.
derecha, en la parte alta, el perfil de la cabeza de un perrito. Ahí, miren. Cuando pasamos por los baños
Puppy.
Picapiedra, ¿vieron a
Puppy
Dino?
head.
No sea mentiroso. Solo está eólica. Y como les comento, sí hacía que de la bóveda se desprendieran grandes bloques de piedra. Los podemos observar acumulados unos sobre otros. Allá al otro. Son dos los factores que influyen en esto.
Water is falling
El
from the
primero
top.
sería la intensidad de goteo de agua. Como pueden darse cuenta, aquí caen muchas más gotitas que ya al principio. El segundo factor sería el espesor de roca. Entre más espesor sea, el agua adquiere más sales minerales. Entonces,
Further along, amidst these limestone formations, yep, came all that way. These chambers look similar, but there are lots of subtle nuances and rock formations amongst them, which is why you always have to keep walking with your eyes open and look out for new things that you've not seen before.
a este mismo nivel.
So there is a path that takes you to another portion of the cave for another 470 meters, but it's right now closed to the public. Only rangers can rappel up there to investigate and scope out the area and see if it needs maintenance before opening it up. Well, that would be a nice job to have, but it's not an option right now. Okay, now the lights are turned off and we're on the way back out of the cave. This is what it looks like when it's dark. Looking back at where I came from and turning around and moving forward. It is kind of fun to duck underneath these kinds of structures to continue on further. Yep. Moving on. Came from there, progressing a little further, and looking up at that champagne bottle formation as the guide told us. These calcium crystals glitter in the dark, look like stars in the sky. Okay, back to the entrance over there. The group on the way out. Out. That cross is making a very impressive shadow on the wall of the cave. Yep, that's the path I gotta go on, continuing on further. The exit is 2 kilometers from here, or from where I last said goodbye to the ranger, that is. Passing through the familiar landscapes while continuing on further. I'm showing you what it looks like behind me and what it looks like in the front. Beautiful formation, very intact. Back to the dome. Still going. Got some ways to go. Entrance is now visible, kind of at the center of your screen. Another group is passing me, and I'm headed that way. Back to the initial formation we saw when we got in, and that's your exit. I'm a tired but happy man. One last look inside before exiting through the mouth of this cave. Back at the top. Got out of there. Now, fixing to get out back to the entrance. Hope you enjoyed. And I'm on my way out to the exit of the facility. I hope you enjoyed this coverage of the caves, and I will look forward to sharing some more experiences with you on other platforms. I hitched a ride with somebody. I am back on the road to Taxco. Time for some fun. It's quite normal here.
Otro lado.
Okay.
Pero te dejo aquí con ellos.
Okay.
Y aquí salen como cada mes.
After about a half hour, I'm about halfway. I got dropped off at a place in between the caves and Taxco. I'm in a public bus called Colectivo. Okay, so that's where I got off. I paid my fare, just 22 pesos, which is like $1.30. And now I'm headed to my next destination. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and would like to see more like these, then please feel free to navigate to my page, find the subscribe button in the top right corner, and click on it. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.